children need to have a number of things in place for their healthy development and strong mental, emotional, and physical development. And so if they're not receiving the things that they need in full, then of course, number one, they're going to try to figure out, as we all do, is like why, and it usually comes to us, like, so I'm at fault, or it's because of me, or I'm bad, or I'm not worthy, or I am responsible for them, not having the life that my mom wanted, or whatever it is. And that's because we sort of center ourselves as this focus point of attention. So if we come along and now things are bad in their environment and we have to fix it, or we should bow out and we need to do something about that, that's super common, and that will show up in later relationships, whether that's people pleasing, or not wanting to be a burden, or whatever that looks like, or maybe having less of a voice, or finding themselves in relationships or friendships or even work relationships or work scenarios with bosses and things like that that actually mimic their experience from early childhood, because it's familiar, not because it's comfortable, but because it feels the way that they have always felt, despite a deep sense of knowing of, I don't want to feel this way. And so it's not actually that you're choosing to go put yourself in these situations. It's not that you're choosing a partner who's abusive. It's not that you're choosing a partner who is an alcoholic. It's not that you're choosing these negative things that are happening, but oftentimes you're led down that path because of what you are familiar with and the role that you sort of assumed as a child based off of, your circumstance, which again is unique and most likely complex depending on what's going on back there. And so as you get into those stages and you're trying to get out of that, or you're trying to shift that or create healthy relationships, oftentimes we do have to, look back and say, okay, well, what got you here, so we can support on a needs basis. What did you need in this time? How can we repair and replenish these things that you didn't have back then, and help you shift the framework from you're at fault, you're responsible, you need to do all this, that, and the other thing, to you are worthy, and you are worthy regardless. You are not responsible for other people's happiness or their problems or their emotional state or their context of life. And here's how you can be an active figure, an active person in this relationship in a useful, healthy way that serves you and them, and not only empowers you, but empowers them too. And hopefully in that doing of that is you're finding better relationships, healthier relationships that actually serve you too.